guys, it's Dr. Zen and thanks for tuning into my channel. In today's video, I'll be demonstrating for you thoracic mobility exercises. And these exercises are great ways to increase our thoracic mobility in order to decrease the tension on our neck and our low back. Now, if you guys remember from my previous videos, you will remember me saying that we have a lot of stability in our thoracic spine, which basically goes from the base of our neck down to just above the belly button. And that is because we have all these ribs in this area that creates a lot of stability. You rarely hear of mid-back injuries or mid-back herniations. It's always neck and low back injuries and pain. So, because there's so much stability and there's so many ribs in our mid-back region, we also tend to have a lack of mobility. And again, we compensate for that using our neck and our low back. And that is why we have neck and low back pain. So in today's exercise, I'll be demonstrating ways for you to kind of increase the mobility in your mid-back. And again, the first half of the exercise, I will demonstrate how this exercise is performed, and then also later on, or even as I do the exercise, I will explain to you the benefits of this exercise and why you should be doing it. So without further ado, let's get started. So this first exercise that I'm going to do, for those of you that practice yoga, you probably have done this before. It's also known as the cat-cow. So I'm going to put my hands around shoulder width apart. I want my knees also around shoulder width apart. I want the arms and knees pretty much pointing straight down. I don't want them too far apart, or I don't want them too close yet. So just straight up and down, just like that. And now what we're going to do is I want you to arch your back, try to touch your back to the ceiling, and then I want you to look between your knees all the way down to your foot. And then the other movement is I want you to touch your belly to the table or the ground or wherever you're performing this on, and I want you to look up as high as you can. Just like that. Now, if you're doing it correctly, you should be feeling a stretch in your mid-back region right here. So this is an exercise that allows the spine to kind of bend up and down just like this. Flexion and extension, if you will. Now, the variation that I just performed is actually a stretch for your whole spine. If you actually want to target just the mid-back region, try something like this. So let's get our original position first, but now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands and knees closer together. So let's bring them just like this. Now what I want you to do is just sit back on the heels, just like that, and then perform the same thing. Touch the back to the sky and look down, and then touch your belly to the table and look up. Now this variation targets the mid-back specifically, and it brings the low back out of the picture a little bit more. So it's a better way to just target that mid-back region. Now, the second exercise I will be performing for you is known as the rotational component of the thoracic mobility exercise. And in order to perform this, this is what you would do. So get on our all fours again in the original position. Now, what I want you to do is take one hand, put it on the back of your head, just like that. And now I want you to rotate this elbow, try to touch this elbow right to the sky. Just like that. And again, if you're doing it correctly, you should be feeling a stretch in this mid-back region right here. Now, what's the importance of this exercise? Now, remember that last exercise we were bending our spine up and down just like that. In this one, we're doing more of a rotational component. So, both rotation as well as flexion and extension are very important in our mid-back spine. All these motions work to create more mobility so that, again, it will decrease the tension that we feel in our neck and our low back. So an important cue I usually tell my patients in this last exercise I just performed is touch the elbow to the sky using your torso. Because if I don't say that, a lot of the patients, they will just simply raise their shoulder, and that's not the point of this exercise. The point of this exercise is actually to just get our spine moving, not just our shoulders. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down for me in the comments section below. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.